What's going on, guys? I'm Nikanti, and in this video, we're going to go over how to not blow your funded accounts so you can keep them and get paid out. Let's get right into it. So the first thing I do is when I wake up in the morning, instead of just rolling out of bed, opening up my laptop, opening up the NQ chart and Tradeovate, I'll I'll open up the NQ chart still, but I'll go over my rules before I even start trading, because that's the most important thing you could do, because you don't know if you're going to have a winning day or a losing day. Even after you do your pre-market analysis and everything, you got to make sure you have your rules preset in your mind before you get into your trading day. Trust me, this is how countless accounts get blown for the day. It's not pretty, because you could have one losing trade that was a part of your system. You're like, all right, I'll wait for another setup. And then you take another one that may or may not have been a part of your setup, and you're like, all right, now I'm down a little too much. And you just start going crazy. You come back, you make a ad drawdown, you take another trade, and then you go back in tilt city because you lost on that next trade. Trust me, I've been there, and it's not fun. It's not pretty. You don't want to do that. Have your mental rules placed in your mind before you even start trading for the day. And before even that, have rules to begin with. Like everyone says, oh, you got to follow your rules, follow your system. First, you got to have rules and a system to follow before you even get started. So make sure that's in place. Have rules set the night before and just go over them in the morning. And you should be okay psychologically for the day, because you'll have that framework, that foundation before you even start trading. Most importantly, going along those lines, assess your mental and emotional state and psychology before you even start trading. Like if you get up and you feel eager to trade, you're feeling like that excitement, or you're feeling like cloudy, like you're not really seeing what's going on, you don't really understand, you got a little bit of uncertainty with the market conditions for the day, take a step back, take a breather, and just like wait for things to clear out. Maybe not even look at the charts for a little bit, and then go back into it when you feel more clarity, when you feel more awake, more calm, and you're ready to get started with your trading. Oh, and make sure your setups, only take your setups as part of your rule. Only take your setups. That's it for number one. Number two, focus more on building good habits and not doing the bad ones. Now, I know I sound like that guy, Justin Werlin or Weirlin. He's cool. I like him. He's a great trader. He's helped me a lot with my psychology personally. But you want to make sure you're building good habits, because we focus too much. A lot of us as traders will focus too much on the P&L and the profits and losses we're making for the day, as opposed to the trading system and the process instead. So when you're focusing on building good habits with your trading system and your process going hand in hand, that's what's going to make you a better trader, and that's what's going to keep your funded accounts and run on sentence, I don't care. That's what's going to get you paid out. So make sure you're focusing on building those good habits. And to do that, or to get rid of the bad ones at least, what I do is, like either Saturday or Sunday, I'll set my goals for the week on how I want to perform better with my trading. And one of my main ones I'll do is make sure I don't do one specific habit for the whole week. Or if it's like a really bad habit, like 2 or 3 weeks plus, to get it just like out of my system, just to get it out of my psychology and out of my trading entirely. So my worst one was revenge trading, or oversized revenge trading. That one was bad for me because I get a little aggressive, and if I take like 2 or more losing trades, especially when those losing trades weren't a part of my system or I broke my rules, that's when I would usually go on tilt city. You want to make sure you have like a bad habit that you want to break for that week, because then you can refer back to that goal when you feel like you're about to do it again. The best way that I've realized to not do a bad habit is saying, I don't want to do this. I don't want a revenge trade. I really don't want to do this. Because when you do that, when you don't want to do something, you're less likely to do it, right? Like you're like, oh, I don't want to do this. Like you really have to force yourself to do it. So if you tell yourself that you don't want to do the bad habit that's been holding you back, then you're not going to do it. It's like bodybuilders with eating donuts. Like they're just so disgusted with the idea of eating donuts that they don't eat it. They don't eat them. So keep that same mentality in mind for getting rid of your bad habits and replacing them with good ones. So good ones being following your rules, waiting for your setup to come, executing on your setup, not moving your stops and your target prices or profit price target, whatever, TP. When you do that, that's going to set up your foundation to build upon and get you more paid out in the process so you could reap the fruits of your labor that you've worked oh so hard on with your back testing, your journaling, and all that stuff. And we're going to get into that next. So that was number 2, building good habits and getting rid of the bad ones. Or getting rid of the bad habits and replacing them with the good ones. So number 3, final one, be detached from your outcomes. Now, this one seems like a no-brainer. Oh, yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know not to be attached to the profits and losses. Yeah, I know. It's in my brain. No, listen, because I don't mean to be aggressive here, but internalize this, okay? The best way to do this, because we don't really actually practice, most of us, how to be detached, because when we're in the moment, that detachment's gone. Like when we're in drawdown, we're like looking at the screen like, oh, like I gotta make it back. I need it. I can't blow this account. That's attachment. That's being attached to your funded account, being attached to the outcomes and not your systems. So how to be detached from each trade? When you take a loss, whether or not it was a part of your setup or you broke your rules, I don't judge. I've been there. Take a step back. You could even better, just do this. Walk away from the screen and take a breather. Assess your mental state. You're like I would say to myself, all right, I'm freaking out. I'm not happy. I'm pissed I just lost that trade. I'm down $300-$400. This is lame. I don't feel good. So I'll take a breather. I'll either walk around, go to the bathroom, go downstairs, get something to eat, take my mind off it for like 20 minutes to a half hour plus, maybe even more than that, especially if I have something else to do for the day. And then I'll still come back to the charts when my head is clearer. If I'm still feeling pissed off, like I'm still angry like hours later, then I'm just, I'm human. I might still break that habit, but this is like the on paper, the best thing you could do. And I think a bunch of trading psychologists and pro traders would say the same. If you're not feeling good, when you're going back into the charts, you're still feeling frustrated, just don't trade. Just breathe. If your system and your strategy is profitable, you'll be all right. You'll be able to, I don't want to say dig yourself out of that drawdown, but you'll be profitable over time on your funded accounts so you can get paid out. Just trust your system, trust your strategy implicitly, trust your rules, and you will be profitable from your funded accounts and you will be paid out consistently over time. It's up to you on how long that's going to take. I'll also have a link in the description of a video I made on how to backtest your trades with TradingView that comes with a free Google Sheet backtesting journal. So you could start backtesting your journals using that if you haven't been already. So hope you guys are able to use that as well. I appreciate you guys for watching. Now, I believe in you that you can follow these rules and you can stay consistent and be a profitable trader. I believe in you, and so should you. I got plenty more videos like these coming out real soon. So like and subscribe for more, and stay tuned.